Jesus, on the other hand, has been standing victorious for centuries in our nation.
Jesus was Muslim.
Give me one good reason.
He's Muslim. He's part of our prophet.
Yeah, please.
How many times has the Bible been changed?
Listen.
And how many times has the Quran been changed? I'm calm.
The calm gentleman is now going to give a sensible answer.
I'm talking.
Give me one.
How many times
Please
has the Bible
listen.
been changed? You listen.
Please listen.
You've been talking.
In other words, nonsense. Any good Muslim, who is able to give one good reason as to why Jesus is a Muslim. Anyone?
Because Allah says.
Anyone? Because your Muslim mullah says. Any good reason? Any good reason? A Muslim can come and explain as to why Jesus is a Muslim. Anyone? Anyone? Again, how to make?
I'll go.
Yes, sir.
I'm independent here, but according to what I hear about Muslims, they say all the prophets up until like from Adam, yes, thank you, all the way up are all Muslims. Okay. All men are Muslims.
Sure. Let me ask you a simple question, sir. I understand. I hear what I'm saying. But that is a claim. You're just merely repeating a claim. I'm asking, give one good reason to back up the claim. That's what we are looking.
It's not
with
a
Muslims.
very bad thing to claim.
1 second. It's a very terrible thing to claim.
No, it's not.
I'll explain why. Wow. With Muslims, my dear friends. Quiet. With Muslims, you get plenty of claims. Delusion is in Islam every single day, all over the place. Delusion is not missing in Islam. I am looking for reason, not delusion. So the question is very simple. Is there a Muslim? Yeah, all the Masha, Mullah, Ahmadullah, Mullah. If you're so glad for being a Muslim, you should be able to step up and give one good reason.
But we did, but you can't.
In front of all the cameras here. One good reason as to why Jesus is a Muslim. One solid reason. Anyone?
Everyone stepped
Your
up.
Masha, Mullah,
Which religion do you believe?
Alhamdulillah, Mullah, all of them are useless right now. You see, now you're swearing. So your Islamic ally is clueless. Either you shout out a slogan or you swear. Nothing in between. At Speaker's Corner, we try to make sense. Any good Muslim, sir. Why is Jesus a Muslim? You, sir. Any answer? No answer. Yourself, sir.
Allahu Akbar.
Mullah Akbar doesn't make Jesus a Muslim. Anyone? You are not a Muslim, sir. You are a Muslim? You are. Why is Jesus a Muslim, sir?
Do you know what Muslim means?
No, please tell me. Give me an answer. Pretty simple. Why? Give me one reason as to why Jesus is a Muslim.
Answer my question, I'll answer your question. Do you know what being a Muslim means? Because you're asking a question. So do you understand the question that you're asking?
Sure.
What is being a Muslim then?
If you know the Quran, the pinnacle, what defines a Muslim? The best definition is someone who is a terrorist who would go around kill Jews and Christians. Wow. Excuse me. Have you? Whoa. Wait. Have you ever read Surah Al-Imran in your life?
I'm not talking.
No, have you ever read Surah Al-Imran? Wait a second.
Yes.
Clearly, let's get this straight right now. The gentleman asked, who is a Muslim? What defines someone a Muslim?
That's not what I said.
Who is a Muslim? What defines someone?
What is the definition of a Muslim?
Yeah, why? Which is what? Wow. What is? Excuse me, sir. What is the definition of a Muslim versus who is a Muslim? It's pretty much the same. Dynamic equivalence. You don't have to ramble on. Dynamic equivalence. So the gentleman asked. Whoa. Once. So the gentleman asked a question. I gave an answer. I gave an answer. You might not have read your Quran before, sir, properly. But if you have time, go back to your home, read Surah Al-Imran, chapter 3. Wait. The summary of Surah Al-Imran is that kill the believers. If you hesitate to kill
people.
Wow. Excuse me, sir.
Israel.
Look. 1 second, please. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest and fair and useful. I ask questions about the Quran. When I ask questions, all Muslims go silent or shout out Mullahum Akbar, take a beer, and all sorts of other slogans. So it's either silence or shouting out slogans. None of you have the capacity to tell me anything from the Quran.
But answer my question.
I am doing you a favor. I am doing you a favor, sir. And the favor I gave you is that I can tell you details from the Quran. Surah Al-Imran tells you who a Muslim is. If you want further details, you can go to Surah Al-Maidah, Surah 5 if you like. If you want further clarification, you can go through Surah 4, Surah 8, Surah 9, Surah 7. You can go through all sorts of different surahs and I can explain to you why the best definition for a Muslim is someone who would go fight in the way of your Islamic mullah. That's clear in the Quran. If you haven't read this, you might be a little bit confused. If you have read this, you are lying. Now coming back to you, sir, that's the definition of a Muslim. You tell me.
You're wrong.
Tell me how, have you ever read the Surah Al-Imran in your life? Do you know anything about Surah Al-Imran?
Being a Muslim means to submit yourself to the will of God.
Listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully.
I'll give you the definition.
No, listen to me
I don't want to
carefully.
hear your definition. You just rhyme for 5 minutes, give it BS. I'll give you the definition.
Look, I'm not asking for your fancy stories, sir.
Okay.
Fancy stories you can sell at Oxford Street.
You asked me
Maybe
a
put up
question.
your wait.
You asked me a question.
Get just no 1 second. If you want to sell fancy stories, take a table, lay your stand at Oxford Street, sell your fancy stories. Not interested with your fancy stories. Now coming back, why is there a Muslim who can give a good reason as to why Jesus was a Muslim? Anyone? Please, if you're sensible and if you're a Muslim, you'll walk away because you haven't got a clue, and therefore best is a Google search won't help you. So best is either to...
You don't even want to show us the inside of the book.
Look, are you a Muslim, sir? How old are you?
I don't need to answer that question.
So he doesn't even know how old he is. Look at the level of brain damage. How old are you, sir?
Brain damage.
22, yeah? Give me one good reason as to why Jesus is a Muslim.
No, brother, let's go back to the question.
No. Give me one good reason as to why Jesus was a Muslim.
Brother, I want to see inside
Next
the
you,
book.
sir. Please be
I want to
ready.
see inside the book.
Please Google search, do anything you want, but please be ready. Why is Jesus a Muslim?
I want to see inside
No,
the
waste
book
of time.
first.
You, sir.
No. You've been using...
Every single prophet was a Muslim.
And that's a nice claim. Why?
Because it says in the Quran.
Oh, because the Quran says. Oh, wow. Look at this nonsense.
Find me a fault in the Quran.
Look at
Find me a singular fault in the Quran.
singular what?
A singular fault in the
A
Quran.
singular fault in the Quran.
Find me one and show.
I'm going to answer.
Show all of us.
I'm going to.
The camera's recording.
but
Show the camera. Show us.
I'm ready.
It says in the
show
Quran.
If you're quiet now,
You're
I'm ready.
Okay,
Show us.
let's see.
So the gentleman.
No, let's see.
Wow.
Let's see.
Wait.
Let's see. I want
Find one fault in the Quran. Well, I must admit, I really struggle to find one because there are plenty of faults in the Quran. I mean, who in their right mind would think a girl child prepubescent is a sex object? Who in their right mind would think so? The Quran thinks so. Major problem. Who in their right mind would think don't love Muslims? Who in their right mind would think that? Well, the Quran thinks so. Jews and Christians have to be terrorized, have to be sent on exile or killed or maimed or be subjugated. Who in their right mind would think so? The Quran. He asked me to find one problem. I'm giving him one after another. Now he is in his dreamland again. Why Why? Because the Islam.
You got this
Because-
Quran in your hand. Show us.
Sure.
Show us.
Why I'm going? Why? Because he cannot deal with the truth. So he wants me to show this problem. I'm going to show this problem.
The Quran in your hand, though. The Quran is in Arabic.
That's not the Quran, man.
That's not the Quran.
Ah, the Quran is in Arabic. Hey, we need to dance to this tune now. All right. So show that from the Quran. Let me show you from the Quran. Why do we have terrorist attacks on Christian nations across the world?
Doesn't even have a
I'll tell you why.
big book.
Surah 5.
big book.
Surah, yeah, it's a big book. He never read this in his life.
You don't have a
Surah Al-Maida.
verse in there. It's not in Arabic.
Did you ask me?
We don't have a number.
Look at him. Look at him. He says, show that. Now he is going to rant on.
We don't have a number for
Surah Al-Maida. Surah, excuse me. Surah Al-Maida, Surah 5, Ayah 32. You wanted me to show this? I'm showing this to you. Because of that, please read. Because of that, we decreed, excuse me, sir, please. Please listen. Indeed, verse 33, sorry. Indeed, the penalty for those who wage war against Allah and His Messenger and strive upon the earth corruption.
No way, you translate it as you want. It's not the Quran.
Excuse me, sir, we don't have COVID today. Take your COVID mask off.
Translate it as
And
you
stay
want.
away, stay away, stay away.
It's not the Quran.
No
Quran
problem.
is Arabic word.
So what is the answer from this faithful Islamic jihadist? This is not the Quran.
Yeah, this
Look
is-
at him.
Quran is
Faithful.
Arabic words. Quran is Arabic words.
Look at him. He is a faithful,
Jesus is Muslim. Give me the mic.
faithful Islamic jihadist. He knows what to do when he comes to the UK. Put the mask on. When he goes away, plan to kill. Surah 50, Surah 5, Ayah 33.
I am Messiah.
So indeed, the penalty for those who wage a war against Allah, the Islamic Mickey Mouse Mullah, and His Messenger, and strive upon earth corruption. You know who strives corruption according to Islam? Whoever practices a non-Islamic religion, i.e. Judaism or Christianity, is someone who spreads corruption.
It's not the Quran. Just let me.
What would happen to them?
Let me read the index.
They be...
Read the content.
Please, if you have COVID, please stay away. But they be killed.
I am Messiah.
They be killed. Where did the Muslim fellows go? The Muslim fellows, what happened to them? There were two standing here.
Messiah.
They be killed or crucified, or that their hands and feet be cut off from opposite sides, or that they be exiled from the land. Why do all the Muslims want Israel to be sent away from their land? Well, the answer...
God never gave Jews the land. That's lies, lie.
What do the Muslims think?
Jews had 1,000 years
Surah 5.
to make up lie.
Surah.
Jews had 1,000
Sure.
years to make up lie.
Surah 5, Ayah 33. They be killed or crucified, or their hands and feet be cut off from opposite sides, or that they be exiled from the land. So the next time, my dear friends, when you come across a Muslim terrorist attack, let no one tell you, including if they have titles such as the Prime Minister of a nation, or the monarch, the king, or the queen of a nation, don't let anyone fool you. When a Muslim goes to attack and kill and maim the Christians and the Jews, they are being faithful Muslims, faithful to their toilet tissue, namely the Quran.